Hello, my peoples. Hello to my future self. It is Sunday, April 30th, 2023, and I am in Older Mesa, Gilbert, and southern area, I guess. My buddy Turf Tracy owns a kind of a sober living home down the street, and he had a meeting tonight, and it was super powerful. It was really cool. A lot of people there that are just changing their life, and that's inspiring to be around. And it's been kind of a a weird week for me, a weird time. I've been kind of just overwhelmed by life lately. A lot of decisions in play, a lot of changes in play. I'm just kind of giving you a shot of what I'm around. Of course, got an awesome sunset going on, but just a lot is in motion, and it just kind of becomes like overwhelming. Like I don't even know what to do. I don't even know where to go. I don't even know, and I'm all about like telling people like, oh, put it in the hands of God and have faith, and I mean it. I do mean it, and I do believe it too. I just, application is another thing. I worry myself into a serious frenzy, and it doesn't even matter, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I've just been like future tripping and living in the past and wanting to pause time and stop the clock just to kind of get a breather, and there's no such thing. And one of my daughters turned 25 on Friday. My college girl, she was here for the weekend, and then she's already gone. She just wasn't even hardly home. I probably spent a good grand total of about 90 minutes with her total, maybe if that. And I mean, they're both doing exactly what I want them to be doing, which what I would have hoped that they would be doing when I held them in my arms when they were a baby, is that someday they would grow up, someday they would take care of themselves, someday they would believe in adventure, someday they would believe in possibility, and someday they would go for it, and they both do it. But I still miss my little girls, you know what I'm saying? I miss kind of like having some control in the situation, that I could tuck them in at night, or talk to them every day, see them every day, hug them every day. But like those days are probably gone, and that's really hard for me to accept. And so that then I start thinking about, dang, my youngest, she's 16, she's gonna be there, and for sure she'll graduate from high school in 2 years, and then don't know what she's gonna do, but it's coming soon that it will be just me in the house, just Michelle and I, and then it's like anything truly is possible. And so whatever reservation I've had in my mind of like, oh, I can't do that because I'm a dad or we have kids or whatever, like all that just becomes just a story, because it's just a story anyway. You could really do whatever you want anytime, but I'm using that sort of as a reason not to do something. And so now just like on the way is, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I going to spend the back nine of my life? And it isn't scary to me. It's just like, I'm thinking about like, what do I want to do? Like, how am I going to do it? Like what am I going to create? What am I going to make happen? Like, am I just going to talk about things, or am I going to do it, or am I going to be about it? Like, what am I going to do? So all in line, all in there is, I just turned 50 this year. So like just a whole lot of stuff going on upstairs. And thank God I have places like this. Thank God I have people like this in my life, because you see a wide variety of people at all stages of life that some of them would love to be dealing with the problems that I am dealing with. And that's very humbling, and it's good to be humbled. It's good to just be around all kinds of different people that are also grateful of life, that grateful to be alive, but they're just faced with different things, and we're all faced with different things. Doesn't mean that it's any easier or better. It's just different. So we're all in this together, man. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes people call it like empty nest, and that is kind of sometimes what I think I'm going through. You know, it is kind of like it's termed empty nest, but I don't know if it really is that, because it's not like I don't know. It is definitely weird. It's definitely a weird transition. That is for sure. And so I've been hitting YouTube, and I love YouTube. I'll get up on YouTube, and if I'm having an issue, if I'm having a problem, the first thing I do is go to YouTube, because people, like normal people, are talking about it. And some of the stuff people say, it's dumb, but sometimes it's really awesome. Like, holy crap, that's a good idea. That is a really good idea, or that's a really good way of looking at it. And when I searched for empty nest on YouTube, it was primarily like women in their 50s and 60s talking about it, moms. And then the other videos they have are talking about menopause and all this other stuff, which really doesn't, obviously doesn't apply to me, but it's just that it was just really interesting to me that here I am, I'm thinking, oh man, I have this empty nest issue, and there's like not one video that I found of a man talking about it. So it's kind of funny that whatever has determined that it might be something that only women kind of deal with, and I don't think that's true, because I'm dealing with it. And I just spent a lot of time with my kids. I work from home 95% of the time since 2002, so I was always home. They went to school, came home from school, went to dance, driving them to dance, blah blah blah. And then it just, it slowly stops, and it's just like, where'd everybody go? So it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird, because inside I don't feel any different. I don't feel any different than I did when I was 17. You just have this way your mind can jump from the summer of 1990 to the winter of 2001 to present day, back to 2015. You're just like boom, 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 boom. And sometimes all that stuff just kind of collapses in at once. And that's when it's like, whoa, stop. So if you're feeling like, whoa, stop, like I can sometimes, then pray for some help. That's what I do. And then try to get around some good people that are all just trying to change their life too. And I don't know if that's church or the gym or what, but you need to be around other people, because everybody's dealing with some shit, man. So I hope you're having a good night. I hope you had a good week, and talk to you later. Bye.